She sees you when she's sleeping. She may just want you dead. It's me, Santa Nasty. Tour. Oh my god, we're touring. Tour. Come tour.
Thank you so much, Curology, for sponsoring today's video. Unfortunately, I am one of those people. New year, new me. Also, new skin. I'm coming to you live in 2025 with my forehead being literally a reflective surface because it is so clear. Talked about it before, I'm a chronic skin picker and I have been for as long as I can remember. But I have been doing a lot better. However, that does mean that I'm dealing with some scarring, some red spots because of me picking at my skin, and my Curology custom formula has been so extremely helpful with clearing that up for me. This is my custom formula and all I have to do is apply it as my dermatology provider recommends it. So for me personally, it's one pump at night. It's so convenient to just be able to message my dermatology provider and be like, hey, this is how my skin is changing with the weather. Send updated photos of my skin. If I have any questions, I can ask them. And best part of it all, my custom formula is sent right to my house, so I don't even need to leave to get my custom formula. Cat's laying on me, obviously I can't leave. I'm so proud of how my skin has been looking. I also love Curology's Acne Body Wash. There's 2% salicylic acid in it. My skin loves this body wash. I've gone through many tubes of it. In the winter, going to the gym, working out, sweating, and then putting your clothes back on and then having to go home. Breakouts are bound to happen. She is a lifesaver. So make sure that you click the link in my description if you want to start your Curology journey today. Subscription is required and subject to consultation. Thank you, Curology!
In this godforsaken year of 2024, I feel like a lot of men have entered my naughty list. So much so that they have crossed the threshold and entered the nasty list. Listen, nasty can mean good or bad. I am the sayer of whether it means good or bad. I don't care if it seems hypocritical. This is my channel. I can do whatever I want on here. First person to be on my naughty list, any of you fuckers who say that I talk too much. This is my YouTube channel. I don't know what you expected. I know it's really hard to believe considering that I talk about, loving some men and hating other men. When I was younger, at the end of every single year or before the school year would start, I would try to make amends with people who have wronged me in the past, meaning that somebody else could hurt me, and I would flat out just reach out to them in August or December and I'd be like, hey, are we good? Is everything okay? Sorry about that thing that you actually did to me, but you didn't like the way that I reacted. Sorry about that. And when I grew up, now to the ripe age of 25, that feeling has changed and is no longer apologetic, but it is instead coming out in the form of wrath. And so that is why today I have decided to construct Nikki Nasty's nasty or nice list. Probably all of the people that I do list on the nasty list will probably burn in hell. I do get to decide that. I was going to say I don't get to decide. I do. I really do. 2025 is not the year about forgiving. 2025 is the year about starting fights with men online. That's why you won't catch a woman in here, because they're not doing anything wrong. There are a few men who I have put on the nice list here. At the end of January, on January 31st, I will be in LA for a Creators for Palestine event, and it will be live, so make sure you get your tickets. Okay. On to the nasty list. She's checking her list. She's checking it twice. This man right here may in fact have lice. We're talking about Julian Casablancas. Julian Casablancas, you will pay. Julian Casablancas has been on a lot of lists of mine. Previously was on a list of men I would cheat on my boyfriend with. Don't feel special. Ray Romano was also on there, okay? It's simply just the archetype. With this man's dating history, he may soon end up on a different type of list. I am a big Strokes fan, okay? I can't believe that these scrawny 5 white men of the Strokes have built New York City brick by brick, but coincidentally, as soon as I was moving here, I get into Instagram beef with Julian Casablancas himself. This man did not vote against Donald Trump, and then we argued about it on Instagram publicly, and for that, he is on my naughty list. He's on my nasty list. That's even worse. We were gonna print out Trump to be on my naughty list, but the CVS where I printed all of these out, they ran out of red ink, and you need red ink to create orange. So I don't know if it's swipe left or swipe right for Tinder, because I've never been on Tinder, because I just have had no issue finding a significant other, because look at me. But this man is certainly not on the right side of history, so we are throwing him to the left. Nasty. After talking about a man who clearly does not care about women, let's have a nice palate cleanser, why don't we? Mike Weiss and Josh O'Connor kissing. You guys are on the nice list. This being the second photo that I have printed out of Mike Weiss and Josh O'Connor kissing. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. This was such a beautiful time period for all of us. I will always remember this time as the Challengers year. This brought a lot of happiness before a lot of sadness. This was pre-Trump winning the election. This was pre-drones flying in the skies. This was pre-bird flu. This was pre-Luigi Mangione. This was a bright light. This was the calm before the storm. And for that, I could never thank them enough. For these boys, since they are on the nice list, they are going on over to the right, which is the same hand that I will be using tonight, looking at this photo. For some people, getting stepped on this man may be considered a privilege, okay? However, I have standards for myself. No, I do not. Getting stepped on by this man once is fine. Getting stepped on by this man repeatedly is another thing. That's why this man is going on the nasty list. It's Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker, the himbo that you are. For those of you who may not have known, I worked on an organization called Creators for Palestine earlier this year, who Hassan Piker also happened to be there. As you can see, this is us photographed together. As you can see, he is taller than me by a lot. Sorry, it's getting really hot in here. I was asked to be in a skit where we are going to be cooking hummus and tabbouleh for 3 men, okay? On what day of the year? National Women's Day. 4 women cooking for 3 men on National Women's Day.
I could eat this hummus. I wouldn't be like, I'd be like,
not
hey.
much of it though, because it will sit like mulch in your stomach.
And it's all broadcasted on the internet. But it's okay, because it made money for a really great cause. This man repeatedly steps on me, slaps me in the face, spits on me, kicks me, calls me horrible names, and embarrasses me live in front of hundreds of thousands of people. It doesn't stop there. Additionally, he watches a private clip that was of me on his very public stream. This video was very private. Nobody had seen this video. This was kept very under wraps. I don't know how he found this, and made me look like an absolute fool.
Not bad vibes. That's good vibes. All right, let's see what this is.
This man does not even follow me or know I exist or nothing. Like, and I remember the way that he smells very distinctly, but he has no like memory of me whatsoever, and I will never forget him. But he has no idea who I am. And the butterflies that I got in my stomach when I saw him.
We need to distance ourselves from him.
Somebody else also brought up like Hassan Piker, and like for me to give my personal input. I'm like, baby girl, I don't know how to tell you this. That man does not know who I am. That man does not give a fuck about me. And I give so much of a fuck about him, but I do not. I don't know that man. Like, I shook his hand and I remember the grip that he gave me so bad, but I don't remember anything about that.
Goddamn. Okay.
For this, I can never forgive him. My public beef with Hassan Piker lives on. Hassan Piker is nasty. Hassan Piker is a nasty left-wing man. That's why he's going to be left on the nasty list. In the year 2025, we are not about exploiting victims' stories or their voices or their vulnerable moments, which is why, Nicolas Chavez, you are going on the nasty list. I had to pull out the bald photo. The real crime and sin that you have committed are those godforsaken previous TikToks that you had posted that you thought we would all forget about. I don't care about the cheating allegations. I don't care about you kissing the actress that is supposed to be playing your supposed abusive mother on television. I don't care about you posing with some people who dressed up as the Menendez brothers for Halloween. I don't care about any of that. Like I said, the real crime is Lavender Baby. Nasty list. And speaking of which, somebody who is very much so on the nice list, it's Cooper Koch. Pretty privilege is a thing, okay? Let's be honest. Your straightness is probably gonna lead you to the nasty list. Cooper Koch, you are safe. You're going on the nice list. This man has been on the naughty/nasty list in years past. He had attempted to redeem himself many of times, leaning towards the nice list. He's on the nasty list. It's Ethan Klein. Somebody printed this. Somebody got paid minimum wage in New York State and had to print this out at their job. Think about that. Just for that, you should be on the fucking nasty list. Once again, a nice palate cleanser. Nice list. Luigi Mangione. Nice looking list. Obviously, nice looking. Okay. Did he just get indicted for terrorism? Yes. Did he just get his eyebrows freshly done before landing in New York City? Evidently. But I understand him. My insurance company is refusing to cover mammograms, even though breast cancer runs in my family. You better hope to God I don't get breast cancer one day. Nice looking. Speaking of which, landing today in New York City. When did this man get out of jail? The mayor of New York City. Maybe I'm behind on the times, that's most likely it. Getting off of a helicopter and walking behind Luigi Mangione today in New York City. The mayor, Eric Adams, famously anti-rat.
Fighting crime, fighting inequality, fighting rats.
And that, I don't fuck with that. Additionally, Sabrina Carpenter is part of the reason why he was indicted. Sabrina Carpenter is therefore connected to Luigi Mangione. You're welcome. Nasty, nasty man. Oh my God, speaking of Sabrina Carpenter, everything is always connected. Barry Keoghan. Barry Keoghan, count your fucking days. You don't get a cute picture printed out of you. You don't fuck a girl over and get a nice picture. I'm not gonna do anything fucking crazy. I'm not gonna show up to your grandmother's house or whatever you put in your statement out on Instagram. I'm gonna print a bad photo of you though. If the rumors are true, which I don't believe rumors, but I love a good little insider report. To cheat on Sabrina Carpenter automatically lands you on the nasty list. Unless you pull something out of your ass similar to Saltburn that is just as good, just as raunchy, maybe we'll discuss putting you back on the nice list. And we need like 3 photos minimum with your son within this next year, okay? And a public apology to Sabrina, all right? Then we'll talk about it. Nasty. This next man on my nice list is the man who I see in my dreams every night. It's Drew Phillips. He does look a little weird there. I don't know why. He looks a little off. Hold on. I feel like he looks a little weird there too. I can't put my finger on it. Yeah, I can't put my finger on why he looks weird there, but hold on. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Drew Phillips, the man that you are. Genuinely, I don't think anyone has made me laugh as hard as this man has made me laugh. Belly laugh. Full on belly laugh. I actually don't ever want to meet this man in person because I fear that I may actually piss and shit myself all at the same time. Like the same thing that happens to a dead body after a few hours where all of the liquids just come out of them. I think that would happen to me if I met him. Not the dying part, just the liquids coming out part. Because I don't think that my body would know how to react. Genuinely, Emergency Intercom and their content has been like a saving grace for me this entire year. And I'm not afraid to say it. I find Drew Phillips very sexy. I don't like the jokes you guys put on Reddit. Calling him ugly? Ugly where? And yes, this is the bug photo. And what about it? Anyway, Drew Phillips, stay far, far away from me. Don't come anywhere near me. Do not. Absolutely do not. I'm trying to use reverse psychology. He's on the nice list. I fucking love you. This next man, oh, I have beef with you. This next man, oh fuck, I have been holding this in for a really long time. If you are the man at the Cage the Elephant concert and you were wearing sandals and you were bald and you were wearing a Hawaiian shirt, which nothing wrong with a combination of the 3. There are many men who are bald and wear a Hawaiian shirt and have open toe sandals. That's fine. However, if you were at the Cage the Elephant concert in Philadelphia and you were towards the front and you had a very young girl around you, she looked way too young to be near you, and you were all up on her the entire night, and you hit me and several other girls to the point where we all called you out and the men around us all called you out, and you were mean and called us a bitch, you're gonna suffer. It's this man. Something really bad is going to happen to you. I know your mom's dad was not bald previously. The balding was an effect because of karma. Probably high stress from fighting with beautiful young women at concerts like this. You're an evil little man. Your dancing was atrocious. You hit me and all my friends. Why are you doing coke at a Cage the Elephant concert? There are way better drugs to be doing. You are nasty, nasty, haggardy old man. And for that you should suffer. Nasty. Additionally, if you've been on the channel for a while, this one is coming from deep in the vault. Someone that I haven't talked about in quite a while, but is still quite upsetting, down to my soul. My father. I know you're lurking on my videos. Stay out of my business email. Creep. Nasty. Nasty, nasty man. Alright, speaking of other nasty men.
Talk about P. Diddy, Nicole. Talk about P. Diddy. Oh my god, talk about P. Diddy.
Nasty, disgusting, awful, terrible. Will burn in hell. What more do you want me to say? You may be thinking, oh my god, Nicole, a woman, you printed out a woman. No, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Women are not going to go on my fucking nasty list, okay? I love this woman dearly. We're specifically talking about the paparazzi who yelled at Chapel Roan and who she yelled back at, rightfully so. You are an ugly, miserable little man. 7 years of bad luck. The only way that you would ever possibly be able to come back from this is to lay your life down on the line for Chapel Roan. Just keep that in mind. So Chapel Roan yourself, you're beautiful. You're not going anywhere on any naughty list. But that man, you're going on the fucking nasty list. Ugly. Decrepit. This one is quite difficult for me, and I guess it depends who you ask, but right now, this man is gonna go on my nice list because his TikTok lives have brought me so much joy this year. All right, guys, let's do a poll.
Ryan or Ken? Honestly, you can pick whoever you want. Ken is blue, Ryan's red. Go. Ken is blue, Ryan's red. Who would you pick? Y'all can be honest. I don't care. You can be honest. Y'all can be honest.
Do you think that Gypsy should name her daughter or son Ryan Anderson after me? All right? Santa blue for yes, Santa red for no. Fucking love this man's TikTok lives. I will never skip, and I will always say something nice to that man. Give this man a galaxy on TikTok Live. I wouldn't actually, because I'm not giving that app my fucking credit card. However, now that the divorce is official, it's going to be quite hard on me and my psyche that we're probably not going to be hearing much about him because there's not going to be much news about him. So vote in the comments down below if you're team Ryan Anderson, give it a thumbs up. And if you're team Gypsy, then also give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Ryan Anderson, for now, you're going on the nice list. And if that was problematic of me to say, then on naughty list. I'm sorry. Next person on the naughty list, Drake. I have way too many photos of Drake underneath my bed. That's just where I store all the chronically online girl photos. But yeah, nasty man, we will never forget about all of the young women that you have hit up. Kendrick Lamar ended your ass. Passion fruit was the only good thing going for you. I will always defend Meg Thee Stallion. Drake, your BBL looks bad. Millie Bobby Brown forever. Nasty. Additionally, another man who has a problem with young women. Do you notice that there's a theme that all the men that I have issues with primarily have issues with not controlling themselves with young women? All right, it's Cody Ko. I love this man. I love this man. This is the best photo I could find of him. I applied to work for this man back in 2020. Thank God I didn't get the job, but I probably would have been safe because at that time I was 20. So I was like too old for him anyway. I applied to be a PA. I was willing to move to Los Angeles for this man. Dare I say, Noel Miller was always funnier. All right, nasty man. Sorry. Oh my God. Double nice. I love the garden. I love White and Fletcher shears. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all that you have done for me. Thank you for existing. Thank you for making the music that you do. Thank you for looking the way that you do. You guys are so beautiful. I'm so happy for your girlfriends. You guys seem so happy together. Get like cuteness aggression, but it's like way more severe than that. These men need to take me to the Garden of Eden. Stat. Nice list. Legion. Everybody fucking forgot about Legion. I didn't forget. You're still on the fucking nasty list. Nasty. How dare you wear an eagle shirt? If you don't remember, Legion is from the series Who the Fuck Did I Marry? He had a whole 54-part series about him because of his lying ass.
Here is part 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
We should not be forgetting this man's face. We should not be forgetting this man's name. It's not even Legion. That's the thing. I don't even remember this man's name at this point. Risa Tisa, I will always stand by you. And stay ugly. Naughty. This next man, I can't even begin to explain how much disdain I have for him. I have been trying to get this man out of my life for a really long time because it has been really detrimental to me. Triggering, keeps showing up to my house, keeps trying to like work with me and stuff. 2025 is the year about ending toxic workplaces. The year of ending awful, shitty friendships, okay? It's the year that we cut Jake off. This is a really bad time to tell you guys that I do have a tour coming up with Jake in March for the Talk Nasty Me podcast. It's Talk Nasty Me tour. We upload every other Monday, and on all the off Mondays, we upload onto Patreon. However, this is a sick, evil, twisted little man. He has stolen my boyfriend, and not only that, but my boyfriend's boyfriend. Sick individual. Nasty ass. This man should suffer just for existing. It's Ryle Kincaid. That's a real fucking name, Ryle Kincaid.
Ryle Kincaid.
From It Ends With Us. This man should have never existed to begin with, okay? We will never recover from the It Ends With Us drama. We have moved on way too fast from that. I filmed this video before the lawsuit, just so that everyone knows. 2025 prediction video coming when, Nicole? Because I am psychic! Mind you, there's a whole second movie coming out. Colleen Hoover, I could put you on this list, but we're gonna blame a man today, okay? So, fuck you, Ryle Kincaid. Nasty. I'm in the middle of watching Normal People right now, and he was just on SNL, and somebody told me that on SNL he was actually so sweet. That's all I needed to hear. Oh, a man is nice? Oh, all right. Fine. You're going on the nice list. It's Paul Mescal. I'm currently watching Normal People on Hulu. Honestly, I'm on like my 4th watch of every single episode. I feel like I need to watch every single episode around like, you know, at least 3 times just to get the gist of it, because like a scene will happen and I'm like, wait, I think I missed something, and so I have to like, you know, go back, and then I like restart every single night, and I'm usually watching it like alone in bed. But yeah, I think he's really good in it. His acting is really, really, really good in it. And maybe, you know what? Not to brag or anything, but a few people have told me recently, like, oh my God, you look like Gracie Abrams. Oh my God, you look like Gracie Abrams. If I come in here with a bob soon looking like Gracie Abrams, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Because if Paul Mescal sees me on the street, he's just going to mistake me for Gracie. Okay. I'm just trying to play my cards right. Thank you so much, Paul Mescal, for your service. Thank you. Nice. As far as we know right now, this man is going on the nasty list. And even if the allegations are not true, you're going on the fucking nasty list for just even associating yourself with so many young women and meeting Beyonce while she was a minor. Okay. You dated a teenager? We will never forget. Recently on Twitter, a Swiftie had called me out for why am I talking about Taylor Swift dating a 17-year-old, and I won't speak up about Jay-Z. So this is me publicly speaking out about Jay-Z, because I forget that sometimes I'm supposed to be publicly speaking out about these things, that it should be obvious that I obviously hate men a lot. I also didn't know that I was Jay-Z's spokesperson. I forgot that I worked for his PR team. I forgot that I've ever defended him in my entire life. And so this is my public statement denouncing Jay-Z and putting him on the nasty list. Regardless of what you did or did not do was true. You know what? We're gonna put this man on the nice list because all he has done is stuck to himself, never heard this man's speaking voice, Never seen this man's face. You can't even see his face now. Who is this man? Yeah, you might not know. This is McGee. Literally saw him in concert. Don't know what he looks like. Don't know what his voice actually sounds like. I think that more men should be like this. I think that's beautiful. So thank you so much, McGee, for all your hard work and being a great example for young men. Nice list. Probably the nastiest man of the year, who we will never forget, is Dan Schneider. How dare you fucking ruin iCarly for me? How dare you ruin iCarly for me? How dare you ruin everything that I've ever loved for me? How dare you ruin actual people's lives? Nasty man will never work again. The feet jokes were never funny. And a disgrace. You're the king of the nasty list. And in some circumstances, that's a good thing. But in this one, it is not. I have one more person for the nice list. They're an honorary person for the nice list, just because I really want to end this year off on a good note. It's Claro. Claro's going on the nice list this year. Claro, thank you for your time. My top Spotify artist this year. Changed my life. It's getting really tiring, like going out on the street and people being like, oh my God, Claro, is that you, Claro? Oh my God, Claro. And I'm like, guys, it's Nicole Rafiee. No, it's not Claro. But if you want me to do the Juna mouth trumpet, I'll do it for you, okay? And Claire, I would do anything for you. So, with that being said, thank you for being the honorary woman of the nice list. That concludes this year's nasty or nice list. It does feel very powerful. I do like making lists, and I do like checking them twice, and I do like finding out who is nasty or nice. And if you have ever wronged me in any way, then you're gonna go on the nasty list and burn in eternal hell. I really fucking love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. I love the time of year more than the actual day, because the actual day is meant for sadness and probably crying in your childhood bedroom of like why things aren't the same way that they used to be, and why don't things feel the same, and why are you getting older, and why are your parents getting older, and why are there less people at the dinner table than there were in years past, and where is the joy and where is the cheer, and then going on Instagram and seeing other people have fun with their families and wearing matching pajamas and being like, why couldn't I have that? Why did my dad fuck everything up? And then you tell yourself, oh, next Christmas will be better, next Christmas will be better. The cycle repeats, and then somehow it becomes January, and then eventually becomes September, and then you're like, oh my God, Christmas is in 3 months, and then it's December again. It's like, oh my God, it's that time of year again. Fuck, I'm not prepared. Next year will be different. And everything repeats. Anyway, there's literally only a few more days for like the joy of this season for me before everything really goes downhill. So thank you so much for your time. Oh my God, I know I'm like so Claro coded. If you like this video, please make sure that you leave it a like, because it helps me out so much. Also, leave a comment. Who's your favorite person from the nasty or nice list? I want to know. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be nasty. If not, you're disgusting. Also, make sure your bell notifications on so you know every single time I post, or else you're gross. I have a podcast. We upload every other Monday, and on all the off Mondays, we upload onto Patreon. We're also going on tour, so if you want to buy tour tickets, make sure to do that, because tour is quickly approaching, and my tummy is quickly getting a bad tummy ache thinking about it. If you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Depop, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Rafiee, and if you want to follow me on my TikTok, it's at Nikki Nasty. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna pack my bags because I am leaving for home very soon to spend Christmas time with my family, and you know what that means. Getting really sad in my bedroom. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. See you. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.